I'm gonna clean my air conditioner. Low battery. My other camera turned off and actually ran out of battery, so I'm gonna do this on my phone. If you remember last year, around this time, maybe a little earlier, I put out this gem. Whoa. Super fun. Oh, Jesus help me. I don't like any of this. Wait. No. Do I shake this? So, a little, like, update to that story. I'm gonna actually show you how to clean your air conditioner yourself. Just, you know, to kind of tide over until you can get it professionally cleaned because you're lazy. Okay, so first things first, I like to go ahead and unplug my aircon because I don't want to run the risk of it trying to turn on and do the filters itself because it has like a kind of cleaning setting, I think. It's kind of hot, but yeah. So then step 2, you're gonna, oh god. So step 2 for this, I'm going into pitch blackness. This doesn't matter. That just means that you can't see the horrible mess that is my kitchen. The next step that you're going to want to do is, if I can find them, Doko. There they are. You're gonna want to get yourself a pair of gloves. You will be throwing these away, so you should literally always 100% of the time get your like gloves and cleaning supplies from the dollar store because most of the time you will be throwing them away because Japan is gross and full of mold. Pull your hair back, maybe not wear like your nice work turtleneck, throwing that out there, and put a mask on because you do not want to be breathing in anything that this has to offer. So I got my aircon professionally cleaned back in April, and ever since then I kind of like throw in some spray cleaner like here and there, but yeah, I need to get it professionally cleaned again, especially because now we are turning into heat season. So once you start to shift the temperature, you really should be cleaning your aircon. So I'm gonna put my gloves on and we'll see what we're working with. Pause. Okay, so the next thing you're gonna need, shockingly enough, is aircon cleaner. Yay. So this is what I have. It's pretty self-explanatory because even if you do not know Japanese, there's a nice picture of killing aircon bugs on it. Bugs. Germs. That's what those are. It's totally focusing on that. Yay. So I'm gonna go ahead and kind of try and shift you upwards to see what we're working with. Once I get my other glove on, I really should not be wearing a white shirt and doing this. Learn from my mistakes. Kind of monkey see, monkey do. Kind of. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of very crappily walk you through this. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna take off the front cover, which is like this big main bulk of it right here. That just, it usually just pops right off. You don't have to like do anything special. You just use some good old elbow grease and it should pop right off. Hey, there we go. Okay. It's not too bad. So yeah, like I said, if you have not cleaned your aircon for a long time, this entire thing will probably have like mold and dust on it. But honestly, this just needs a quick wipe down with like an antibacterial cloth and it's good to go. Because the last time, I'm standing on my tippy toes. So the last time I got it cleaned, I got an antibacterial like spray put onto my aircon. So there really shouldn't be any mold. It just needs a quick like kind of dusting through, which I really highly recommend. I think it was like about $117 to completely de-yuckify and disinfect my aircon, but it's worth it because it's really not that bad. Like, oh my god, last year? Oh boy. This is what we are working with. So last year, this entire thing was full of dust and bacteria and mold, but because of the spray that I got put on it, it's actually in pretty good shape. The filters are still transparent to a point. I'm still gonna rinse these off and give them a quick wipe down to get some of the dust off. But yeah, so these are step 2, is to take these out and give them a nice wipe down. Usually you can see my selfie stick. I'm real professional, guys. I usually just use bacterial soap, which I don't think you're really supposed to do, and then put them back up there. But, whoops. So these just pop out, just like that. Honestly, there's like nothing on here. That's insane. So phase 3 is you're gonna be left with something that looks kind of similar to this. You can take this front piece off right here. This whole part should come off. I've never done that. I've never felt 100% comfortable with that. Because like when I got it professionally cleaned, they took that sucker apart and like deep cleaned it from the inside out. So I don't really think that you need to take everything off. Oh, I do shake this. So yeah, literally, then what you're gonna do is blast this sucker into there. My Board of Education recommends that if you do not know when your if you do not know when your aircon has been cleaned, like the last time, you should get 2 full cans of this stuff and spray it into your aircon. Not even kidding. It'll save you from being really sick. So that's always good. You want to spray everything up in here. So do not go past this big piece of plastic right here. You don't want to spray anything down there. No, you don't need to go up in here. Don't do that. If you do want to clean up in there, I just recommend getting like an old sponge. They have like dollar store. There's bottle cleaners from the dollar store that you can get that I've used to get up in there. And I just spray a bunch of like different cleaners and stuff on it and just kind of shove it around in there and get some of the gunk out. But honestly, if your aircon is clean, there shouldn't be anything in this bit right here, up in there. So, yeah, so basically, I'm just gonna fry this sucker dead away. Oh God, why are you doing this? Oh, you'll need some paper towels. God damn it. Ah, there's a spider over there. Hi. Okay, moving on. Where'd I put it? There it is. I'm all out of kill juice. Cool, so now you're gonna let that sit and bubble away. Literally, no touch it. Do not, no. I like to leave it unplugged and untouched for at least 1 day, minimum. Because what that's gonna do is, since you've sprayed everything into the grates up here, that's going to go like down back into the aircon itself and go out of your drain. That should be outside. If it's not, you might have like some different setup. But anyway, it's gonna drip out of here and go bye-bye. It's cool, it's great. So now we can move on to, oh God, there's no lights in here. Oh God, ow. Hey, lights. Okay, cool. So now what you're gonna do, you are going to clean your filters. Oh God. Oh, timber. I don't really recommend doing this over the sink that you clean your dishes and like clean stuff in or use or drink out of. But I cleaned it with bleach yesterday, so it should be fine for now. I just use floor cleaners to clean this because it still cleans. Notice I still have my gloves on. It's just like a sheet that you would kind of put over a Swiffer. You just run it literally all along this. Oh God. Yeah, see, there's some gunk right there. Like a tiny bit. a wee bit. So, okay, again, leave this to dry. You want everything that goes anywhere near your aircon to be dry. You do not want nasty, wet air blowing everywhere, no matter if it's disinfected or not. You don't want it, because that's how you get mold. Yay! Actually, just gonna go ahead and take my filters and wipe them down with this as well. Yeah, see, there we go. There it is. Yucky. I'm actually gonna do this over the sink. Hang on. Ew. You cannot see what I'm doing, but I promise it's nothing exciting. Enjoy the lovely view of my trash. Actually, I'm gonna rinse these in the sink because I got lazy. Hey, look at that. Water turned on. Yay. Boop, 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 boop. Still can't see what I'm doing, but I promise I'm cleaning. I'm just letting the water run over the filter and just really lightly, like kind of scraping the dust off as it creates nasty little dust balls. Did it get hot in here, or was it just the absolutely scalding tap water? So again, you're going to leave these to dry for a very, very, very long time. Do not, I repeat, do not put these in your aircon when they are wet. You will get mold all over your windows, all over your walls, till the sweat dry. Cool, so then take your gloves. Ow! Maybe don't buy them a size too small. Ow. Ah! That actually really hurt. Ouchie boo-boo. Why is this so hard to get off? Ow! Come on, man. Oh. Ow! They go straight in the trash. Do not, so mask and gloves. It's a flying spider. Put the mask and gloves in the trash. No, no touch. Do not reuse them, especially if your aircon is hella gross, like mine was last year. So what I meant to say before I lost track of myself and was rambling is that if you keep up with cleaning your I was gonna call it an aircon con. If you keep up with cleaning your aircon, cleaning your air conditioner, then when you go to clean it, it's not gonna be as gross and as nasty as it could be. And it's really important for your health if you have an aircon to try and continuously like keep a schedule and clean it as often as you can. I would say at least once every 2 months. Especially when you change, if you change the aircon from heat or cool, whichever setting, vice versa. Always clean it, spray it down. It's just, it's honestly the best for your overall health and for the efficiency of your aircon. So yeah, that's I think a relatively better explanation than what I did last year. But yeah, if anyone else has any helpful tricks or tips, or if you want to tell me that I completely did this wrong, in the comments below, go right ahead, because I noticed that there really weren't a lot of videos about Japanese aircons specifically, because I know they do probably differ depending on the brand and the model and the year and blah 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 blah. What time is it? Oh. I will say the entire reason I did this to begin with was because I was boiling some tea in my kettle and I blew a fuse. It's literally the only reason why I cleaned my aircon is because it was sucking energy like a bitch.